Project Go Second is something that I was working on for a little while, and then this weekend, Emmanuel went and blew it out of the water, going 6-0 with Numeron. So we're going to cover his list later on in the week. We're going to have a little discussion and deck profile for this video based on the initial things that I was testing. That way you guys can get different perspectives and things on that. So my friend has currently got second place at locals twice with this, both locals with pretty decent numbers. I think it was like 15 people each week, which is kind of interesting. So guys, make sure you smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more excellent content. Let's dig on into the profile for Project Going Second show. Welcome to Project Go Second. I've spent probably the last week and a half testing this idea based off of Emmanuel's original list. So if you guys are super excited, this is the fruits of my testing for the last week. A few people in the Discord saw this Monday on stream. They got a chance to see it too. And there was a lot of cool excitement for this. So guys, make sure you smash your living crap out of that subscribe button so you don't miss out on cool, awesome updates like this. And let's pass on over to that deck profile, shall we? The concept behind Project Second was to find a way this format that we could blind for second and be able to win the game, essentially. Now, the best way we can do that is Numeron. Now, I'll say this in playtesting for this deck. We played this a little bit previous format. I ran into a couple salty players that are like, oh man, I bet you can't wait for Zexel to be gone. Alright, calm down. Alright, like, Zexel, he was a good guy. But at the end of the day, with him being gone, it does make a little bit of a difference, but this deck is still really good. So, blind second the deck. So, we play triple copies of Numeron Wall. So, you shoot this, get network up on the field, attempt to start playing the game. Now, the best way that you can play the game is by OTKing your opponent, okay? Now, you have to do Dragoons, Warlord Savages, Macabres, this format. Like, you have a lot of problem cards that you have to deal with. Cool thing is, if I see a Warlord Savage come up on the field before they place the negates on it, I can just shoot this to establish the network. If I have a Macabre that's coming down, we can do this on the invocation. It's just, you have workarounds for things. You have to be careful because, like, if your opponent can unicorn this, you have a bad time. Also, Herald of the Beautiful Light. That stupid level 4 synchro. I hate it so much. It's so good against this deck. So, triple copies of that. Now, we do have to play triple copies of Planet Pathfinder. You need to be able to get to your field spell. If you cannot get to your field spell, you're going to have a worse game than you could ever expect. So, this card is bonkers good, by the way. Yeah, it takes your normal summon, but I mean, what else am I normal summoning in this deck? So, keep in mind this is also version 1 of the deck so far. I have been testing a couple of different variants, but this was where I wanted to share for now. Alright, 2 Godarlas. So, because Wind Barrier statue exists, we have to find ways to play around it. See in point here, Godarla. You can just Godarla over the barrier statue, continue on along with your day. You can also Ash the Simorg during the end phase, which, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Alright, we are playing 2 copies of Lava Golem. This card stinks when barrier statue's up, because you can't summon it, because it's a special. So, that's a thing. Alright, you do have to play around that. That's why we're on, like, the 2-2 split on this right now. Alright, hand traps. So, 3 feet. Interesting enough with this card. I think this card is really good. Especially, like, if you hit an end phase, stop the barrier statue. I know I'm putting a lot of emphasis on it. Also, stopping a Chamber Dragon made from resolving, so you don't have to deal with the tiding. Dragon Link can do full combo, I don't care. It's the tiding that can ruin my day. That's why we play things like Dark Rule and No More, to kind of deny them the chance to play the game. So, this card you have to hit in the right situations. Alright, my choice right now for hand traps, I was playing 2 Valor. These might rotate out. I haven't really decided yet. For the most part, in initial testing, you end on like, what is it? Your best fields are like Megaclops with like, I want to say like hand traps backing it. Now, obviously, like a Zeus ruins your day. I mean, that's just kind of what you accept at that point in time playing this deck. Like, yeah, Zeus can ruin your day, but outside of that, like your game plan is if you go first, just hand trap your opponent out of the game, plus big monster. Then we have 2 copies of DD Crow. Same thing, this is probably going to rotate out for something else. For initial testing, I was just like, well, we'll pick Valor and Crow because it's been a little while, so yeah. Alright, how do we play the game? So, we have triple copies of Droplet, so you need to be able to stop those big boss monsters. Like, if you think you're going to get the chance to get a free pass on a game, no, it's not going to happen. You have to play things like Droplets in order to counteract the game. Now, something that might be a little bit counterintuitive to this deck is Dark Ruler No More. So when you're spamming out Numerons, you do want to OTK your opponent, but this is kind of like a built-in safety device for the deck that if your opponent produces Borreload Savage, Dragoon, and you don't open up like a Lava Golem to out both of those or something like that, you can just shoot the Dark Ruler No More, blank their field, use Gate Sunya to clear up their field. Like, you don't have to worry about this huge threat when you have a card that literally says blank the opponent's entire field. So you can do this with Dark Ruler to get a free board wipe. And at that point in time, if your opponent's really committed that much just for you to Dark Ruler No More, clear their board, you know, you're in that winning position that you want to be in. Now, I'm on Triple Cosmic Cyclone. This is pending to change. Still testing this. This card is bonkers against Eldritch. Like, you just activate this, win the game. Like, good times. 1 copy of Terraforming. Gotta search for my field spell. Isn't it great? Field spell deck. I'm playing the 1 Called By. So, I was getting really sick of my opponents ashing my Terraforming. So, I put this in. Does it work? When you see it, yes it does. If not, well, it'd be like that. Alright, we're playing triple copies of Numeron Network. Win con. Alright? Call all your gates, swing on into your opponent, laugh at them. I'm also playing triple copies of Calling. The amount of times that you mill for cost on the network just to get ogred is absurd. Alright, like, I know it's a brick, I get that, but at the end of the day, I was really liking the ratio for this. I know a few people might not like this, but it's understandable. It's just, when your deck can only get 2 turns of spamming monsters, and then you kind of lose, like, you don't have an essential grind game, unfortunately. So, this card is very good for what it does, but I think we do need the 3rd. Triple copies of Memories of Hope. Hey, why would you not play a card that says draw 4? Alright, like, understandable, right? Literally the freaking most broken card in the deck. We're playing triple copies of Infinite Permanence. Another hand trap that we can negate, plus blanking Calm is really good. And then we get to play Red Reboot because Eldritch exists. I am thinking about putting Feather Duster in the deck as well with this. You draw this card plus Network, uninterrupted, against like anything that sits back row. You're good. I actually played against a Subterror Dragoon player, I think it was yesterday, on DB. He set 4 with Dragoon, and baited his negate with the wall. Proceeded to activate Network, mill, and then he was like, okay, and then tried to torrential me, and then he got red rebooted. That was a hilarious time in his life. So, all right. So, for all intents and purposes here, this extra deck is pretty interesting. Triple copies number 1. All right, so card's pretty good. Only 2 copies of 2. Get it? 2 copies. We play 3 copies of 3. So like I said, trying to make sure you can go 3-2, 3-3 on your combo lines. Triple copies of 4. Kaviri's really good. Actually, they're all really good. 1 copy of Sunya. This is for the board wipe. If you have to clean up with Dark Ruler no more. I think this card's busted. 1 Apollosa, so you can make this turn 1 if your opponent out, so you re-network them on the next turn. Hi, this is Dragon Link's most not fun card that they don't want to deal with. And then we're playing 1 copy of Abramax, because Abramax is a good boy. Gosh, Abramax, like, against anything special summon is hilarious. Side deck is pretty much just thrown together. You change it as you please. Triple copies of Ghost Bell. Yep, more hand traps. 2 copies of Gamma Seal. Just need to be able to interrupt the opponent's stuff. Our 3rd Godarla, of course. 2 copies of Lancia. Triple copies of the old Lightning Storm. And then we also have triple talents. This is also pending the change. And then we have the Feather Duster to clear off the back row. So, use Blind second, have a massive anxiety attack while your opponent builds a board. Let me tell you, man, playing this deck is so anxiety-inducing. And you'd be like, what do you mean, Robbie? Sitting there watching your opponent take a whole turn just for you to draw, break their board, it's a little bit thrilling, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, because, like, you just wasted 10 minutes of your life going second just to see if you can break their board. So, but hey, watching people get angry with you, because Numeron's not a good deck anymore, alright, like, nah. Project going second is, doing just fine right now. So, I know there's a lot of expensive stuff in here. I can't really tell you if there's good budget options, because there isn't. Alright, like, you need those droplets to push through the game. You're going to need talents for some other cool plays. Like, it's pretty good. So, guys, this is Project Going Second. Make sure you smash every living crap out, subscribe button so you don't miss out on more excellent content. I'll see your beautiful faces back later on the day for some more cool, awesome content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.